Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, a big watch with a big name from Roger Dubuis, the Excalibur Spider Monobalancier Huracan Titanium. Of course, Roger Dubuis, a Genevois watchmaker, is associated with Lamborghini automobiles, and the Excalibur line, a long-running series, has been modified in this instance to honor the Lamborghini Huracan, a V10 supercar made between the 2014 and 2024 model years. And this watch right here features a titanium case featuring details of rubber inserts as well as black lacquer, the characteristic Excalibur serrated bezel, and a dial that is evocative of the automobile itself. Now, it's a big watch at 45 millimeters in diameter, maybe not as thick as you think. At 14.5 millimeters, it looks thicker than that, but lug-to-lug, it is 56 millimeters, so it's a big watch, no dispute over that. And throwing it on the wrist, my wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference. It actually fits quite nice. Being as light as it is, it's comfortable. I'll let you decide whether this actually fits me, but I'm going to zoom out as far as I can because the more you can see of my arm and my hand and how big I am generally, the better you can judge whether this might be a match for you. And I think it comes very close to being a good fit for me. I would say I either have the biggest wrist that can't wear this well or the smallest wrist that can. And here you can really see that it's not as thick as you would suspect. I would still, just to be safe, recommend a 17, 18 centimeter circumference wrist. That said, being almost all rubber, sapphire, and titanium, it is very light. Taking a look at the strap, it uses a combination of rubber and Alcantara, which is a premium synthetic suede that's often used as a touch point in high-performance cars. Shift knobs, seat inserts, steering wheels, and then on really expensive cars, sometimes you'll see an Alcantara headliner, often as an option. There's a little bit of a contrasting stitch. Now, it is rubber on the bottom. You can see the RD monogram repeating again and again. This uses a quick-release lug system that RD introduced a few years back to make swapping straps a whole lot easier. And not only is there a quick release to take the strap off the case, but there is a quick-release mechanism that allows you to rapidly dismount the buckle from the strap. So that makes a lot of sense. There's no point in a quick release if your buckle winds up stranded on the strap. So you get a quick release for both. It's very easy to use. You can see this is a leaf spring style clasp. So as with many others, including MB&F and Ulysse Nardin, Richard Mille, and others who use this GNF Chatelain leaf spring double deployant clasp, we have a Roger Dubuis designed and brand emblematic buckle on the generic clasp internal here. And what happens is when it closes with quite a great deal of force. So while it's not held by any kind of trigger or latch, it is very, very secure. You can see it's Dubuis branded on the bottom just in case you have doubts. Now, rolling around to the watch itself, you can see that the strap's in very good shape. No crimping or gouging here. There's a little bit of a sort of a character line, or maybe we should say character patches built in to add some definition. The case is very busy, and that's the idea. More is more. That's the idea at Roger Dubuis. More size, more detail, more nooks, more crannies, more tonal contrasts. So you can see we have polished highlights on the grade 5 titanium. We also have vertical satination. We have longitudinal satination. What you see in the bezel, these blackened elements, that's black lacquer. What you see in profile is a matte black rubber insert. And then you can see that there's a little bit of a domed profile to the bezel itself. Will demonstrate how the quick release system actually goes right back in. It's a fairly easy system to operate, basically like a car seat belt buckle. Now, on the dial side, you can appreciate that much of what you see is stylized to reflect what you would witness if you looked into the engine bay of a Lamborghini Huracan. Also, there's some faceted elements that are a mirror of Lamborghini's design language, as well as parts of cars, most evident on the reverse, where you can see a high-performance wheel is doubling as the mounting point for the rotor. And then we'll flip back over to the dial side. There is actually some loom here, so we're going to see that now. And so we've got hours, minutes, and then the hour indices are actually little hardware-style screws designed to evoke the kind of assembly hardware that you'll find on a Lamborghini car. Now, the crown is designed to look like the center lock of a racing wheel. Lamborghini is a manufacturer of race cars these days with the Roger Dubuis logo on the inside. The movement does feature a quick set for its date. It does not feature hacking. You can see I'm able to set the watch and the seconds hand is still rolling away. You might wonder, where is the date? And that's a great question. It's actually down at the bottom of the dial between the twin mainspring barrels. So I do have, let me just make sure I'm out of the date change danger zone here, because there is one between, I believe, 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. That's the date change danger zone here. You can see that there's a quick set mechanism for that ever so subtle date indication between the barrels. This is the movement RD630. It's a manufacturer movement. Dubuis is a very complete and accomplished movement manufacturer. You can see it's protected down to 50 meters. We got ceramic ball bearings to assist in the winding efficiency, 29 joules. It has a 4 hertz beat rate and a 60-hour power reserve, courtesy of these twin mainspring barrels. If you look at the barrels themselves, you can see there is quite a bit of text on them, including that this is a twin barrel, which assures a nice flat torque curve and substantial amplitude throughout the power reserve for the balance wheel. There are some elements that mark this as a more entry-level Roger Dubuis. So this is roughly equivalent. If Dubuis wants to be sort of the Geneva Richard Mille, this would be the equivalent of something like an RM5 or an RM10. As you can see, we've got Inca block shock protection and then Edicron for fine adjustment. The detailing is very fine and certainly careful and thoughtfully considered. A lot of time was spent going over all these surfaces, creating differential finish, visual interest, and energy, but it is not one of the Geneva seal movements. So while the finish is very, very good and the movement is manufactured, it is not Poisson de Genève. However, it has a lot of personality. Whether you like Roger Dubuis, Lamborghini, or both, it has a lot to offer and is perhaps a version of an RM-type watch that has no brand baggage. It's also a bit of a breath of fresh air in that regard. So reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.